Hey everybody, Tim and Julie here for another batch of Batman the Animated Series. So we're doing them in groups of 4. So this time we're doing episodes 25, 26, 27, 28. The Clock King, Appointment in Crime Alley, Mad as a Hatter, and Dreams in Darkness. I don't know, do you want to give me how you felt overall? You want to start from the first and work your way down?
I don't remember exactly what the first one was about. But
So the first one was the Clock King, who is very different than what we saw in the Adam West series. Whereas in this one, he is an efficiency expert.
Oh, okay, no, yeah.
And, like, he knows exactly when the train is supposed to get there and everything. Like, he's perfectly aligned. And once he throws that all off, his world goes to hell.
Yes, it did. Yeah, because everything, was, you have to do this at this time, exactly, and it was that, to me, that, I roll with the punches, I don't,
That's because we worked retail.
Yeah, I don't, I gotta be right here at this time, I can't be late, it can't be early, gotta be there. But no, this guy took it too far, I think.
I agree, he took it too far. I'm somewhere in between. Like, my father was in the military, so he kind of installed that, like, always be early type thing. So, like, every time I go to work, I'm, like, at least 15 minutes early.
Well, like me, I went at least 45 minutes to an hour.
And then, like, I remember the first time Jordan and I went to Comic-Con, we also went with my friend Andrew, who's the Penguin guy, shout out to Andrew. And it was, so, like, we went to Comic-Con, and I had an itinerary, and I was like, at 11:45, we're going to see this person. At 12:47, we're going to see this, like, I had it mapped out. And so we get to Seattle, and we meet up with Andrew, and we're discussing everything, and Jordan's like, this fool over here has an itinerary. And Andrew's like, what? And I was like, yeah, and he's like, here's my itinerary. And Jordan's like, you fucking nerds. And it was great. Or no, I'm sorry, Andrew, who actually is a teacher now, is like, here's my syllabus. And he's like, here's who I want to see. And I was like, well, and then we kind of compared, and we were like, okay, we'll get together. And Jordan's like, what is this? And then, like, for somebody who hasn't been to Comic-Con, that's what you have to do, though. Yeah. Like, because you got, like, 1,000 people crammed into a little bitty building. Like, you have to move at clockwork. So, it worked for me. So we get that one. Appointment in Crime Alley. Most notably, this is the episode that introduces Dr. Leslie Tompkins, who is voiced by Diana Muldaur, who is in Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2. That's it. She played Dr. Polanski. But Dr. Tompkins is a huge part of the Batman history, the Batman story. We will see a lot of Dr. Tompkins in the future. So
she was the doctor that took care of him after his parents died. And
so this whole episode is about Bruce trying to go to where his parents were killed for their anniversary and basically pay tribute. He puts down some roses.
Yeah, and she gave him a hug. Yeah, I like that.
So we will see more of Dr. Tompkins in this series. We'll see Dr. Tompkins in a live action form later on down the road. We'll see more of her. She's an important character. So the first 2 are kind of interesting in those aspects. I do like the last 2 episodes more. Mad as a Hatter, where we get to see the animated version of the Mad Hatter. We've seen a few times in the Adam West series, who I don't like in the Adam West series. Like, I mean, he's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. But for me, I grew up with this. This cartoon is what I grew up with. And the Mad Hatter has always been obsessed with like Alice in Wonderland, stuff like that. That's how he is in the comics. It makes sense. The Adam West, he's not.
Right.
He's actually obsessed with just hats, like his whole little boop. And that's it. So for this one, he is obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. First of all, he is voiced by one of my absolute favorite actors of all time, Roddy McDowall, who played the Bookworm in the Adam West TV show. He was also the only actor to appear in every single Planet of the Apes original movies. I love Roddy McDowall. He was in Overboard. He's great. Anyways, so we get that. And I don't know, like literally just listening to him is comforting to me. Like I have some books on tape and just listening to his voice. I don't know if it's the British. I don't know if it's because it's so soft spoken. Like, just the way he talks is so great. And realistically, like, in this, he's this really creepy guy who's just kidnapping a blonde woman named Alice.
Yeah.
Who is a fantastic actress also. She's from, like, Twin Peaks and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know. I love Roddy McDowall's voice. It's so great. It's so comforting. So we get that. And the whole thing is just him getting friend-zoned. Like, he loves Alice and she's in love with somebody else.
Yes.
So.
And they break up, and then he's there to comfort her and all that.
Which I will say, I hate to say it, but I will say it because I'm a Leo. It doesn't matter. I don't believe in astrology, but for those that do, I was wrong. I hate to admit that I'm wrong, but I was wrong. Because the first time we saw the Mad Hatter in the Adam West series, like they say like it's Jervis Tetch, and I was like, I could have sworn it was Jervis Tech because it's Tetch, and I was like, I could have sworn like the T was silent. In the animated series, it's silent. I swear it's silent. And I said it numerous times. If you guys don't believe me, you can go back and watch those reviews. It's already out there, so it's whatever. But watching this one, they do say Tetch. So that's the fault. This came out in 1992. So that's 5-year-old me's memory that I thought it was Jervis Tech. But whatever. But at the same side, this Mad Hatter is all about technology.
Right.
So I think that's where that came from. Is because he's all about those little cards and taking over people's mind. So, I mean, that's not an excuse, but I could have sworn it was Jervis Tech. But it is Jervis Tetch. So, we get that. And then the final episode for this one, which is an absolute lack of a better word, it is a mindfuck episode. Dreams in Darkness, all about the Scarecrow. Very Batman Begins episode, where he's trying to infect the water supply.
Right.
Robin makes an appearance. Robin, I will say right now, Robin does not make a lot of appearances in these early episodes. We're like 28 episodes in. What am I talking about? But I swear to God, every Scarecrow episode, Robin's in it. But whatever. But we see Robin. We also get cameos of the Joker, the Penguin, Two-Face, and Poison Ivy. I don't know. I like this episode. Like, I really like Scarecrow.
Yeah, because this one, when Batman...
Like he wakes up and he's like in the straitjacket.
Straitjacket, and, and it's... And then when he... out on the street going after... I can't remember who he's going after. But then he starts hallucinating and seeing, yeah, that was weird.
Yep. And there's a lot of really interesting episodes. So after this series, there's another animated series that we'll get to eventually called The Batman, which you have to put emphasis on the. I don't know why, but that's what it's called, The Batman. And there is a fan-fucking-tastic episode about, like, the Scarecrow and Batman, like, is this a hallucination or is this real? And having to trust your judgment. Right. And you get glimmers of that in this, like especially the ending where like he's reaching for the pipe and it turns into a snake, and he's like, "Oh, that's not a snake. that's a pipe, and he has to like conquer his fear and grab it
Right.
and disconnect the bomb. And it's really well done. Like this is the Scarecrow that I like. It's really, really interesting, really well done.
Yeah, it was.
And it kind of shows like Batman's ability to overcome, where he's like, because that's the whole point of Batman. Like he doesn't want to be Batman because it's bats. He chose I think he said it in Batman Begins. Bats scare him, so he wanted to choose something that scared him to scare everyone else. So, and it worked. I loved it. It's a fantastic idea. So we see the Clock King. I don't think there's a big villain in the Leslie Tompkins episode, but we see the Clock King, we see Leslie Tompkins, we see the Mad Hatter, and we see Scarecrow. So it's a good little group for this batch. 28 episodes in. What are you like, this is awful? Like this would have been great in 1992. 30 years later, this is terrible.
No,
where are you at?
Some of them are pretty good.
Okay. Because like I've said before, I'll probably say it in every review we do. Like this is less of reviews as more of like nostalgia kickbacks.
Yeah.
Like for me, like this is literally, I grew up on this. This is new for you, but it's kind of interesting, like this little mesh.
You
so
put our thoughts and stuff, you know, and stuff that we've done that relate to some of this stuff. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Enjoy it.
So like I said, I think so this entire series, I think it was 85 episodes. So we're about 30. So we're about a third of the way through, roughly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm an English major. I don't do math. So we're a third of the way.
Okay.
Still liking it? Still
liking it.
Okay. I don't know how to wrap that up. That was a fake any right there. Because we've seen pretty much most villains, I think, at this point. I don't know who we haven't seen.
I don't.
But at this point, which episodes are your favorite? Who are you most looking forward to seeing next time?
I'm liking the Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No. Just everybody, if they see this, comment. Let us know what you think of it.
I love comments. I respond to I try to respond to comments. Sometimes YouTube doesn't work and I don't see the comments, but if I see the comments, I try to respond because I love the conversations. Okay, so for those who have seen this little batch, once again, Clock King, Appointment Crime Alley, Mad as a Hatter, Dreams in Darkness. What did you guys think of those? # Clock King, Leslie Tompkins, Mad Hatter / Roddy McDowall. I love Roddy McDowall so much. He's one of those, like if you could go back and meet any actor or like alive or dead, like who would it be? I would love to meet Roddy McDowall.
If I had to, I would want to meet Jimmy Stewart.
I'm not even surprised. I would agree to that. Like I like Jimmy Stewart, but I think my top two are actually my top three are Robin Williams, Roddy McDowall, and Bajil Merritt. Oh fuck, it doesn't look good when I don't even know her name. But anyways, and then of course the Scarecrow. So for anybody who's seen these, what do you think? Go ahead, drop us some comments below. We'd love to discuss it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And we will see you guys for the next batch.